Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Play Portal 2. You're, like every time, being joined by Bloodbit01 and
Super Hobbit 89, and with a special guest as well. Introduce yourself, Justin.
I'm Justin, and I'm from the Weekly Geek.
Yes, it's a
which
podcast.
is a podcast type thing on the interwebs.
It is, yes. It is on YouTube, youtube.com/Weekly Geek Podcast. It's
Don't go to youtube.org, that's porn.
Yeah, don't make that choice. Don't go there.
It's a
if you guys are not familiar with any of the Portal series, it's a game where you shoot portals. And if you're not familiar with Portal 2, it's the sequel to the game where you shoot portals.
Good. I'm glad we cleared that up then.
I think I said that much better the second time around.
I agree. Yes, for those who don't know this, well, and how would you know, this is our second attempt at recording this, because all of our computers exploded.
They did.
Some of us blue screen, some of us got muted, some of us had our recordings not work anymore.
Well, I think it was GLaDOS, personally.
I'm gonna blame GLaDOS.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say she came from
GLaDOS related.
GLaDOS-related error.
Well, the good thing is we get to hear Wheatley's speech again.
Yes, and we mentioned this. I'm a big fan myself of Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant and Carl Pilkington and all the shows and podcasts and stuff they do. So I have a well-adjusted familiarization with Stephen Merchant, who is the voice of Wheatley, as we'll see soon. So I probably enjoyed this game on a different level than most other people, just because I think it's very funny, and the dialogue that he brought was very unique in that he purposely tried to make it very natural and flowing, which is why you'll see him say, put interjections, pauses, as if he was really speaking, and instead of scripted, he's kind of trying to make it so like he has to think about things he's going to say on the spot, so he may not say it perfectly, which is very interesting, and it makes it a lot more fun. I think he's a very funny guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. It encapsulates you in the game as well. I mean, it gets you further in depth and puts you further into the game.
So you're going to see a lot of dead time in the game where I'm just basically listening to Wheatley talk.
There he is.
So,
the man himself.
Yeah. What's great is his dialogue more than anyone else's in the game. Most of he says there's like 12 different things he'll go through before it loops. So like he has so much dialogue, it's crazy.
They clearly knew when they were making this game that they really had a real treasure with this voice actor.
I want to go there.
Oh, so good. I mean, in fact, I remember when this game came out that Wheatley won all sorts of like video game character of the year awards. Like,
oh yeah, he did.
It was huge.
I the speech where he did it as Wheatley.
Yeah, that's the exact one I was thinking of. Actually. So, yeah, I mean, talk about Valve. I mean, fucking great company, great at making great characters.
You're the last test subject left.
I don't know how they do it,
man.
And
if you don't help me, we're both gonna die.
And apparently this is where they're awake right now. Well, actually, just before this one is daylight for him. It's only 52 days after the original incident of Portal.
Yeah.
I always thought it was weeks or months.
Well, this now is actually, I believe, years. They don't actually even specify what it is. But
oh, do you mean like the very first scene?
Yeah, when you wake up in daylight in the room, yeah, it's something around 52 days.
Yeah, now it's definitely it's 99999.
Yeah.
Oh, you might want to hang on to something.
I mentioned this before last time. You guys will. I'll tell it to you again. It's very interesting about this game. You listen to a lot of developer commentary, and unlike a lot of games will explain things to you that you wouldn't understand, but try and dumb it down. And they'll use the lingo. They won't use the lingo, and they'll say things you understand. But Portal just seems to tell you straight away. How they coded the game. They'll use all the terms you've never heard of in your life. And you either understand it, or you don't, and most likely you won't. But from what I understand, the way they do this sequence that we're about to see is both this box and the area outside the box are actually not in the same place within the game. Like, if you could no-clip, you could probably go outside the room. I'm not sure if the box will still be there, but for sure you go to a different area in the game and you might find this box by itself.
Okay,
and the weird thing is, imagine as if they're playing two videos at the same time within each other. They kind of coded two different things and spliced it into each other into one sequence. I believe it's because they're so intricate each sequence. This was the only way to kind of save lag and memory and all that kind of stuff.
Hey, look, I wasn't going to
So
mention this to
technically,
you, but I'm in
both
pretty
these
hot
places
water
are not in
here.
the same place.
How you doing down there?
This is
Still
a
holding
really,
on?
really well done.
The reserve
And if you
power
want to hear the
ran
very
out, so of
technical
course the
and
whole
very jargon-based
relaxation centre
version of
stops
that, just
waking up
watch
the
the
bloody
developer
test subject.
commentary.
Hold
And I
on,
recommend
this
for
is a bit
getting
tricky.
Valve game that does have difficulty.
And of course, nobody tells me
again after
anything.
you beat it the
No,
first time
why
it
should you
was
tell me
good.
anything?
It makes the game
Why should I be
a lot
kept
better.
informed? You know,
You
about the
actually
life
get
functions
what
of the
they, what was
10,000
in their
bloody
heads
test
whenever they
subjects
were
I'm supposed to be in
creating
charge of.
Oh yeah.
Why?
And it's
Close.
true, they put a
What do you
lot
say?
of attention to detail
Am I gonna make
in
it through?
every,
But not enough space.
like, even the aspects that you wouldn't even think of. I mean, there's
How that
Get
lamp
through
stops
here.
constantly spinning.
Okay, I just don't concentrate.
everything is so calculated and so
And
well
whose fault
tested. It
do you
really
think
is
it's going to be
impressive.
when the
what they're
management
able
comes
to do.
down
Yeah.
here and finds 10,000
One of my favorite things about the Portal series is that they constantly mention Black Mesa, they mention other things that are... Because this and Half-Life are both in the same universe.
Oh, test subject
Okay, listen, we should get our story
0203209. That's my
straight,
friend
alright? If anyone
Cheryl.
asks, no one's going to
We
ask,
used to
don't
have
worry.
tea together.
If anyone asks,
I'm trying to think about it.
tell them
That
as
show
far as
cheated
you
at
know,
Mahjong.
the
Fuck her.
last time you checked, everyone
They're all
looked
dead.
pretty much alive.
Every
Alright,
single one.
not dead.
Dead test
Okay,
subjects.
almost there. On the other side of that
God.
wall,
And
one of
this
the
is
old
where it messed
testing
up last
tracks.
time.
There's a
It
bit
is.
of equipment in there that we're
And
going to
where
need
go?
to
Where
get
did
out
you
of
go?
here.
Now we're green.
I think this is a docking station. Get
So
ready.
prepare for already a stalled trip.
Yep. Right. Here's the docking
Good
station.
My lamp!
That is not a
Do
docking
with that
station.
my ceiling
There's
lamp.
one mystery solved. I'm going to attempt a manual override on this
Oh,
wall.
good.
Could get a bit technical. Hold on.
Technical.
Almost there.
What's going out there,
Remember,
Weezy? You
you're
got some
looking for
explaining
a
to
gun
do.
that makes holes, not bullet
Glorious British
holes.
accent.
But don't worry, you'll figure it out. Seriously, do hold on.
Boy,
This
you're
time.
Oh, man. What's that for an
Did
sequence?
it. We did it.
There we go.
DVD.
Now, I'll be honest,
I
you
get
are
it.
probably
I knew
in no
Justin would
fit
get
state
that
to run this particular type of cognitive gauntlet.
I'm the best,
But
man.
at least you're a good jumper.
Oh, man.
So
I
you
do
got
Such
that
a great
little jumping on your
intro
side.
sequence is such a
Just
great
do your
game.
best.
It is, and you know what? I
I'll
need
meet
to
up
replay this because back when I originally played Portal 2, I didn't have an amazing machine that I do today. So
Oh,
I
alright.
definitely need to
Off
go
you go.
back and just max out everything because I don't think I was able to grasp how beautiful the game was.
Hello.
It's
and again,
very
welcome
pretty.
to the
I can
Aperture
assure you
Science
that.
Enrichment Center.
Well, and now we're
We are
back
currently
in the intro to
experiencing
Portal
technical
1, and they
difficulties
actually
Yeah.
clever. They make you go
circumstances
through
of
the
potentially
Portal 1
apocalyptic significance beyond our control.
tutorial sequence
However,
slightly
Oh,
thanks
yeah,
to
that's right.
emergency testing
as a
protocols,
way of
testing
introducing you
can
to the game.
These
It's kinda
pre-recorded
interesting.
messages will provide
No, it's
instructional
very,
and
very much a
motivational support
throwback, and I love
so
how
that
they did
science
that.
can still be done, even in the event of environmental, social,
And I guess it's also
economic,
helpful
or
for those who
structural
never
collapse.
played the first Portal.
Now,
The
here's the
portal
thing.
will open,
In
and
this
emergency
playthrough, I
testing
will actually be
begin
getting every
in 3,
achievement in the game
2,
that you can do in a single
1.
playthrough. The only achievement I miss is beating a certain chamber, like 10 or something, in a certain time limit. I still haven't. I don't even know which one it is, and I haven't been able to do that. But I will show off where every achievement is, where all the secrets are that I know of, every little interesting tidbit. I will show off all the interesting graphics, all the dialogue, most of the dialogue. So this is like a full playthrough where I'm gonna pretty much speedrun while showing everything I can. The only thing I actually don't show by accident was the Animal King graphic on the sides of this chamber here that we'll see.
Oh, yeah.
I think I misjudged the room it was supposed to be in by one room, and so the room it wasn't. I didn't look at the wall, and the room it wasn't in. I looked at the wall, and it was there for a second, and then that was the one I was actually looking for that one specifically to show whilst I was showing all the other ones, and that's the one I missed. So
Now that's the turret with the like leopard print.
yeah, when
Yeah.
we will see from the Animal King later in the game anyway, so don't worry. We will know from the Animal King, but I won't spoil too much.
No.
I'm excited. Yeah, of course, everyone remembers this room, too.
Oh yeah. And I love that they do, you know, basically you can tell the age of the facility now.
Oh,
you know,
God.
the overgrown material.
Yes.
I love it.
All those weeds.
Also, one thing is, like, the...
Portal needs a gardener.
Oh, yeah, overrated.
Because
Not
of the
after.
technical difficulties
Yeah.
we are currently
And all
experiencing,
the elevators
testing
are
environment
updated,
is
all of the
unsupervised.
cube
Before
graphics
we
are
enter
different. I mean, it's
relaxation
clearly
wall,
time has
who
Who
passed.
did do that? GLaDOS was dead. Who was updating this?
Results of your test.
either Wheatley or whoever like this automated voice thing is. I don't know.
Society has been
That's
It's a
called
good question, actually.
What about Ratman?
Let's call
Wasn't
him
he in the
Norton.
The Earth is
ARG?
currently governed by a manner of
That's
animal
true, there's
king,
Ratman,
sea,
yeah.
cloud,
Or
or
like
a
that.
governing
Can't
body
automate
that
the
either
facility.
refuses to
This is
or
true,
is
he
incapable
can't.
of listening.
Let's just call this voice man Norton. We'll call him Willie.
You made it.
Willie Rob
There should be
Norton.
a portal device on that podium over there.
Ah, portal device, you
Can't
say.
see it though. Maybe it fell
Ah.
off.
Oh, must be
By the way,
over there.
I try and play up to the brain damage plot and pretend like in the game the player really is brain damaged. So you'll see me pretending not to know what I'm doing for a while.
By the podium.
As a clever way to show off some dialogue and pretend like Shell really is brain
Just
damaged.
stand by the podium. Just
We're appealing to our brain damage viewers.
Fair,
That's good.
fair,
Oh,
because- oh no! I
thank
fell.
God, no fall damage.
Can you see the portal gun?
This is one of my favorite Wheatley dialogues.
Are you alive?
Are you alive?
Should have asked that first.
I'm gonna work on the
Yeah, I love how he asks where the portal gun is first, and then he asks if you're alive.
I'll wait 1 hour.
Well, it's like in the first portal, when GLaDOS is like, oh, don't worry, the portal gun can withstand temperatures up to 4,000 degrees Kelvin. They're like, oh, okay, good. Thank God.
It's so hard in this game to move forward when all you want to do is just listen to Wheatley speak.
Yeah.
So true.
I mean, that's how I was when I first played this game. I didn't rush through anything. I looked at everything, like all these drawings from Ratman. Like, yeah.
I think I've put 12 hours into the game so far, and I have not.
By the way, Justin, if there's things you think you may have or don't know that you have missed during the first playthrough, you're gonna see it in this one.
Oh yeah, I guarantee.
It's some stuff I didn't know about either to watching videos or about them or just playing it through 4 playthroughs in, and so this is like the complete experience. I don't think I really missed a thing here.
Yeah, which would be good for me because I missed a lot going through because I didn't read any guides, I didn't watch any videos.
And that's usually unusual for me in my playthroughs and stuff, because I usually play through the game either, even if I played it before, I just play it once and record. I don't usually, within a short enough time period, play through a game several times and then record it. I just, I played Portal on my own. To see everything, and then when I decided to record it, it was kind of already in there. You everything, so.
Oh yeah. I wish this game had an achievement like Half-Life does, where you have to carry the gnome all the way to the end and put him into.
It doesn't have that, but something interesting that we discussed in Portal 1. There's radios that have all these, you bring them to specific areas, and you can get the Ratman signal. Oh, smooth jazz. And there's actually, Portal is a pretty well-designed game.
Oh yeah.
Very well designed.
A legitimate way without cheating the game to make it crash. Portal 1. And it involves taking one of the radios and bringing it with you for a very long period to the point where you're not supposed to be able to have it. What it is after all the testing chambers, there's a room that before the loading sequence. The loading sequence of that area is the one where you drop down onto the broken pipes, walk across them, then there's that crusher thing on the side which you teleport to, and then there's a big square with a hole in it that brings you to like the sewer or whatever. In that loading sequence area, way before, this could be like 5 minutes of gameplay before that, from the first loading sequence area, there's I think it's where all those, silver crushers are hitting the ceilings and stuff.
Yes.
Around, and under the stairs is a radio there. If you grab that radio and bring it all the way to the loading screen, I don't know what the trigger point is, but for sure bring it that far, you will crash the game with or without the radio when you try to go into the next screen.
Really?
Yeah, I did it by accident just because I didn't know what to do with the radios and I wanted to just bring it as far as I could. So it just happened and I was like, what the frick?
That's
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
I think this is one of my. I think I like this jump. I don't remember it very much.
I think I like every single jump.
Yeah,
in the story
that's true.
there.
I do love the ones where you go extremely high and the platforms stick out for you.
If you have motion blur turned on,
My favorite thing in this game, and I'm not really spoiling anything, it just has to do with Wheatley later on in the game.
Oh yes.
It has to do with those TV screens.
Yeah.
And it's only annoying when you mess up one or miss one, and then you have to do it again, and it always starts from the beginning if you die or miss one or something. So you have to do with all the things without dying, starting from the beginning to end, and do everyone in order to hear everything he says. And I will be doing that in this playthrough. I actually did mess up in this playthrough, and I had to re-edit. Clever edit, you won't notice, but I had to re-put it in and start all over. And it took me like 12 attempts to do everything. But like, yeah, it's I have that in here too because it's just really interesting. But we won't talk about that till we get there. So.
That's no spoilers.
Yeah. By the way, this is the only room you're gonna see me fail at probably. I don't know why. I was messing this up a lot.
Well done. The Enrichment Center reminds you that although
pretty good at
circumstances
Portal.
may appear bleak,
If
you
it
are
was
not
right
alone.
there, but I've got 'em
All
all.
Aperture Science personality constructs will remain
Well,
functional in
that takes care of
low-power
part
environments
1,
of as few
so we
as
will see
1.1
more of
volts.
Brain Damaged Shell and Incompetent Wheatley and Willie Rob Norton in part 2. I'll see you guys then.
Oh yeah, no crashes this time. Woo!
Yes.